All these YouTubers are always telling you to focus on yourself.
But what does that actually mean?
Make progress to stray away from your non-progressive habits. We all have those things that we do on a daily basis that aren't necessarily providing any benefit. And I think that's the beauty of self-improvement, bro. The fact that, you're always having a better version of you to work towards. I mean, it's not about all like cutting off bitches and grinding and cutting off all your friends, but okay, yes, they can be a big distraction, but it's understanding that you as a person have so much value to add in this world. So why wouldn't you spend the majority of your time carving yourself into the best person you can be? Because if you don't do this, not only are you doing a disservice to yourself, but you're also doing a disservice to the world. Not letting people steal your time and energy. From girls to friends to family and social media.
Hi, Mommy! Love you too, honey!
Your time and energy can be stolen from you at such large rates. What sucks about this is that most of the time you may not even notice. If you were to ask the majority of people nowadays about what happened in their lives in the past 5 years, they wouldn't really be able to tell you. And that's either because they scrolled their way through the years, or they simply just lived Friday to Friday. In order to mitigate this, you need to evaluate every advance or anything that you do that you spend more than an hour doing on a basis. You need to come out of it and be like, okay, what happened? What did I learn? Was it beneficial? Was it progressive? Did I even enjoy what I did? And if you can't come up with a reasonable answer, as in like, okay, did you enjoy it or not, then it's time to, come back to the drawing board and, ask yourself, okay, who, what, when, where, why? And, you need to find a way to orchestrate these things in a way that makes sense, bro. Because, yeah, once you do that, you'll simply have a clear vision of what your next step should be. You can't be looking for your answers on YouTube. You need to kind of do that yourself. I'm sorry, bro. I'm actually weird. Okay. You need to start weighing out your disadvantages and advantages. You may be in a situation or position in your life where you're not particularly happy about. Maybe you want or need more to do with your time, your life, in your relationships. I mean, it could stem from anywhere. Sometimes it can feel like you got the shit end of the stick. I mean, for example, say you want to start making money online, but you don't really know what to do or kind of how to do it. You can weigh out the disadvantages and the advantages of that. So you don't know how to make any money online. Say the disadvantages may be, okay, maybe all the niches you want to get into are saturated. Maybe you don't have time. Maybe everything costs some money up front that you don't have. Okay, now look at the advantages. Okay, first off, you have access to the internet, so you can do research on those topics. If you don't have enough time, okay, do research on how you can better manage your time. If you don't have no money, go apply to jobs online or go print out a resume and then go apply in jobs in person. Like, there's always advantages and disadvantages, and I feel like a lot of people don't capitalize on the advantages they have in their lives. Like for me, a good advantage I have right now is that I have parents who aren't really going to charge me that much for rent. I'm 18. I live in my parents' basement still, so I can capitalize off this time and grind really fucking hard until maybe I'm 20 or 22. Then I'm set, bro. I'll be set if I continue to grind at this time where I have a little responsibility. These are concepts of improving yourself that you need to put in application. Comfort zone elimination. As of March 22, there was a study done on the topic of people hating their jobs. And the crazy thing is, bro, is that only 15% of people are actually engaged at work. So that leaves 85% on the other end of the spectrum. And one thing I guarantee you is that if you were to ask 80% of those 85% of people why they haven't decided to go get a new job, and it's because they're simply too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It probably takes too much time. And honestly, it's easier to live a week-to-week lifestyle of constant monotony than, take a couple of days out of your week to go apply for a new job or print out a new resume. It's just too much comfort. As we can see here, leaving your comfort zone is the number one thing you can do on self-improvement, bro. Because as you continue to do that, you allow yourself to swim in a constant pool of character development. And what's better than that? To conclude this video, I just think the concept of self-improvement and focusing on yourself is saturated itself, bro. It's almost like playing a game of telephone.
The Avengers are on the show tonight.
The diaphragm jelly is in my glove box?
You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different interpretations that it just kind of loses its meaning. So I think it's time to actually bring back the core meaning of self-development, because honestly, it seems like what's motivating people now derives from, a need for attention and validation. And okay, it makes sense, but that's not a good place to operate from long term. So yeah, bro, hope everything there makes sense, and love you. Start off tomorrow strong, G.
Peace.